We've been doing this for about 7 years, and we allow people to take an EKG at home. We were kind of a lone voice in the wilderness. We were like a restaurant in a remote part of town, and Apple opened up the biggest restaurant right next to us. And so we got to congratulate Apple for bringing awareness to this space that you can take a life-saving EKG at home. And, you know, I don't think most people realize that heart disease is the biggest killer in the world. It kills more people than all forms of cancer combined. And so being able to take this life-saving test at home, I think is a very, very big deal.
So I sense by inference that you're grateful to Apple for coming into this space.
Yeah, you know, we have a $99 product. It turns out that people who often need this device the most are those that can afford it the least. And so if you can't afford a $400 or $500 Apple Watch, our $99 product, I think, is a pretty compelling way to go.
But their marketing clout and power, you can't underestimate that. I mean, it may have given you a bump here because they've brought a spotlight onto this space. But as you move down the road, I've got to think it's going to be a challenge for you.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, Apple just gave every Android user a life-saving reason to switch to their platform. And they've got to be commended for that. Of course, at AliveCor, we're not standing still. In fact, today on CNBC, we're introducing our next generation device, which is quite an extraordinary leap. Today's devices, like the Apple Watch, or even our device, is a single lead device. But AliveCor's next generation product is a 6-lead device. It gives you 6 times the resolution for your cardiologist and for you to see. And really, it goes after the holy grail. Today, you can detect AFib on these devices, but you cannot detect early signs of a heart attack. And with our new 6-lead product, our goal, pending FDA clearance, is that we will be able to pick up the earliest signs of a heart attack, even possibly before you're feeling symptoms. Many people don't recognize these symptoms, and it's critical to get to the hospital quickly. It can make all the difference.
Vic, we asked the same question when Apple came out with its new series watches, and I would ask the same to you. Collecting data can be very powerful, but it could also be a little dangerous when you're talking about privacy concerns. How are you making sure that this information is staying in the hands of those that want it private?
Well, Apple has a very good track record of protecting users' privacy. And at AliveCor, all of our servers and our work and our software is HIPAA compliant. So we take it very seriously as well. But there's another side to your question, which is the data that's collecting is enabling breakthroughs. I mean, you might have to ask yourself, why did Apple put a PPG sensor and an ECG sensor? Well, we know why. We have a product called Kardia, and our tests show that when you combine these two sensors and you add artificial intelligence, you can match the performance of even the highest end surgical implants, like a Medtronic Link. And so when these analysts say that the existing companies in the monitoring space are going to see a bump in sales, I think that's a super myopic view.